Good morning, I'm Angelo Castro III.
I'm Angela, and we are the Castros.
We bring you the news
and the views that make you think.
Sometimes we agree.
Sometimes we don't.
This is News and Views.
And here are today's headlines.
The Philippine National Police has refuted allegations of a widespread police operation to arrest former President Rodrigo Duterte. Yet they have made it clear that they will abide if Interpol requests action.
President Bongbong Marcos has called for a thorough probe into a recent Tanimbala scheme that has raised alarm.
COMELEC is looking into allegations of vote buying during a recent campaign rally in Hong Kong. Chairman George Garcia, however, stressed that these claims are unverified and may be fake news.
And well wishes continue to flood in for Pope Francis as his health steadily recovers.
Bayan Muna Chairman Attorney Nery Colmenares believes former President Rodrigo Duterte will not surrender to the ICC. Meanwhile, the Philippine National Police denies claims of a massive operation to arrest Duterte, but says it will comply if Interpol orders action. Here's the report.
The Department of Justice and the Philippine National Police confirmed they have not received any information regarding an ICC arrest warrant for former President Duterte for his controversial war on drugs. The PNP also denied reports that 7,000 police personnel were preparing to track down and arrest Duterte.
If there will be request for police assistance in implementing these warrants po, then the PNP is obligated to honor that obligation under the principle of reciprocity, sir.
For its part, the DOJ explained that cases handled through Interpol go through the National Central Bureau under the PNP, the National Bureau of Investigation, and the Bureau of Immigration. These agencies would be responsible for processing Duterte's arrest warrant if it is officially issued.
If ever there are instructions from the Interpol, and of course dahil nag-sign po tayo sa international agreement na yan, we are bound to oblige and to respect that.
Meantime, the ICC Office of the Prosecutor refused to issue a statement, emphasizing that confidentiality is crucial to protect their investigation, witnesses, and victims. Lawyer to drug war complainants Cristina Conti agrees to this.
Mas pabor ako na hindi mo na i-announce yung warrant. Kasi di ba pag ganito na matutunugan mo na o maririnig mo na, talagang may pagkakataong tumakas. Kaya yung diwa talaga ang esensya ay dapat confidential or secret. Yung request for or issuance ng warrant at yung execution.
Ang balita ko, may warrant daw ako. Yung sa ICC or something. Matagal akong hinahabol ng mga Bakit ko ginawa yan? Para sa inyo at ang inyong mga anak sa ating bayan.
Earlier, Duterte said he is ready to face his fate if the ICC has indeed issued an arrest warrant against him. But he insists he only did what was necessary to ensure peace in the Philippines. Meanwhile, Bayan Muna Chairman Attorney Nery Colmenares believes Duterte has no intention of surrendering to the ICC.
Para sa akin, Duterte will not surrender to the ICC. He will fight it out. Despite his bluster na, I'm ready to face the challenge. Yes, the bravado. So, and China is of course a friend to him. And because the ICC has no control over China, because China is not a state party, therefore China may accede to his request to asylum if he will apply for asylum.
He noted that Duterte may consider seeking asylum in China, as the ICC has no jurisdiction over the country.
And China is of course a friend to him. And because the ICC has no control over China, because China is not a state party, therefore China may accede to his request to asylum if he will apply for asylum.
Well, we have some major developments ongoing right now. We were talking about if the Philippine National Police would abide by Interpol, if it does happen. And right now, we have news that the Interpol representative is with
our PNP chief General Marbil
at the NAIA.
Yes.
But waiting for what? Let's find out.
We don't know because apparently, according to other sources, President Rodrigo Duterte is set to arrive here in the Philippines at 10 in the morning.
But we have, I think, Angel, we have Marymon with us via Zoom at the NAIA. Is that right? Marymon, are you at the NAIA?
Yes, Angelo and Angela, nandito tayo naghihintay sa arrivals area sa NAIA Terminal 3 at patuloy pa rin natin hinihintay kasama ang mga kawali ng media at ng kapulisan para sa pagdating ni former President Rodrigo Duterte. Hindi na natin siya aabangan pero sa ngayon wala pa tayo nakukuhang kumpirmasyon sa kanyang opisyal na pagdating dito. Pero supposedly around 10 a.m. dapat nandito na siya. At isa rin sa mga nakita natin nandoon sa kabilang side nitong lugar ay si Attorney Vic Rodriguez. At kasama nito si Senator Bongo din, ang physician nga ni former President Rodrigo Duterte. Sinasabing naghihintay din dito sa NAIA Terminal.
Well, Marymon, kasi there are several reports that came out with several agencies, as well as sa atin na rin, no, that the Interpol is with, representative is with the PNP chief. Is that correct, Marymon?
Yes, Adela. Pero so far dito sa kung saan tayo nakatayo sa paghihintay kay Duterte, hindi pa natin sila nakikita. Pero supposedly, since mataas din ang security measures na ginagawa ng pulisya sa loob at labas, inaasahan na posibleng may iba pang mga personalidad tayong ina-expect na may kinalaman dito nga sa kinakaharap na warrant ni Duterte regarding sa kanyang crimes against humanity, sa kanyang illegal drug war.
Yes, Marymon, it is believed that former President Rodrigo Duterte is set to arrive at 10 a.m. today. I was wondering if you have information on that and kung may information ba tayo na talagang umalis na siya sa Hong Kong?
Oo, meron kasi tayo dyan na nakuha na flight detail ni Pangulong Duterte. Supposedly kaninang 9:30 a.m. yung arrival niya dito. And kahapon, kasi yung isa sa mga impormasyon na nakuha natin, supposedly around 4:35 p.m. ang dating niya ngayon. Pero kanina umaga, lumabas naman yung impormasyon na ngayong alas 10 naman ng umaga ang kanyang pagdating. Kaya dito, since nakapwesto na rin ang kapulisan at tayong mga kawani ng media, inaasahan na natin na ilang minuto na lang, posibleng lumabas na dito si Duterte.
Are there known personalities there waiting for President Rodrigo Duterte to arrive?
Ang nakita natin, Angela, nandoon sa kabilang bahagi kanina nakatayo si Attorney Vic Rodriguez pero hindi na natin siya nalapitan.
Yeah, aside from
iba pa
him.
sa mga nandito ay may mga vloggers, may mga iba pa nga mga sinasabing supporters na nag-aabang dito kay Duterte sa kanyang pagdating.
Marymon, kasi if there are personalities there, and recently lang kasi nag-break na magkasama nga yung Interpol chief and PNP, Interpol representative and PNP chief, so malamang they knew something already since last night. Were you able to speak to anyone on the ground that would tell you na, baka last night pa napag-usapan na ito?
Oo, yung iba sa mga nakausap natin dito na mga nag-video o yung mga vloggers, inaasahan nga raw nila na kung ano raw yung mangyayari, magta-transpire ngayong araw na ito. Sana nga raw maging kahusti-hustisya para sa kanilang sinusuportahan na si Duterte. Pero as for Attorney Vic Rodriguez, hindi natin siya kasi nalapitan kanina kaya hindi tayo nakakuha ng parehab sa kanya. Pero mamaya, pagkalabas dito ni Pangulong Duterte at kung sino man yung makakasama niya, susubukin natin makakuha ng parehab sa kanila. Pero kung titignan din natin na online, marami na rin kasing mga nag-iusapin tungkol dito sa kinakaharap nga na arrest o kaya itong patungkol sa ICC ni Pangulong Duterte. Kaya ngayon maraming tao na nandito. Kanina nga lang yung dami ng tao hanggang dyan lang pero nandoon na, lagpas na sa may likuran yung dami ng mga bystanders dito na posibleng gustong manood o yung iba inaabangan talaga yung pagdating ni Duterte.
Well, Marymon, si Senator Bato is a very staunch ally of President Rodrigo Duterte. However, kasama siya supposedly sa case na ito na ihahain sa kanila sa ICC. Do you have any word kung yung Interpol is also there for Senator Bato or unahin muna si President Rodrigo Duterte?
So far, wala pa tayong kumpirmadong impormasyon tungkol dyan. Pero ang alam natin sa ngayon, pinaka-inaabangan ng lahat, especially ng pulisya kung sakaling kakailanganin ng gumawa ng aksyon, etong si Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. Pero yun nga, dapat kanina pa, around 10 a.m. supposedly dito na lalabas sa ibaba ng arrivals area si Duterte, pero sa ngayon ay wala pa, kaya hindi pa natin alam kung ano ang nangyayari behind the scenes.
But have you checked also the surroundings, especially outside, kung talagang maraming mga pulis? Kasi there were a lot of reports yesterday na may mga pulis na may exercises na ginawa at yun daw ay paghahanda para sa pagsalubong supposedly dito kay former President Rodrigo Duterte. Marymon.
Yes, Angela. Pagdating natin dito sa NAIA, sa labas mismo hanggang dito sa loob, marami nang nakakalat na mga pulisya. Mula sa PNP, tsaka ang airport police, nakakalat na rin sila dito. At yung ilan sa mga ito ay nagmagawa ng kanilang rounds sa paligid ng airport. So ito sa mga mahigpit na security measures na ginagawa nila. At dito rin sa kinatatayuan natin, hindi madaling makapasok ang mga kawali ng media at hindi rin tayo pwedeng lumagpas dito. Bukod na lang siguro kung magkakaroon ng opportunity mamaya na makapanayam itong si PRD.
Yes, Marymon, on the way to the airport, for sure, kasi kung may nakakatanog na, this is something big, no? So, let's face it, beloved former President pa rin si PRRD. So, did you see any police along the way sa highways that possibly will secure this? Kasi, we remember si former President Joseph Estrada when he was arrested, nagkagulo, which resulted into a massive rally.
So far, Angelo, peaceful pa ang labas. Even yung daan papunta dito sa NAIA Terminal 3, wala pa tayo masyado nakikita na ibang kakaibang mga aktibidad na posibleng may kinalaman sa pagdating ni Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. May mga patrol groups na nakapaligid doon. At the same time, yung traffic flow ay normal pa naman. Pero ang nakikita din natin na pagkumpul ng mga tao dito mismo sa loob ng NAIA. May mas dumagdag na ngayon. May mga dumating na rin na pulisya. Kaya posibleng anytime lalabas na dito si Pangulong Duterte.
Marymon, there are also reports that CIDG Chief Police Brigadier General Nicolas Torre is also with our PNP Chief General Marbil along with the representative from Interpol. Saan ba sila, to clarify lang from your earlier report, saan ba sila talaga nakapwesto ngayon?
Angela, yan din yung hinahanap natin sa ngayon. Kasi kanina umaga pa lang hanggang sa oras na ito, tayo pa lang yung nandito mismo sa arrivals area ng NAIA Terminal. Pero posible kasi ang naituro din sa amin, sa may doon ang manggagaling itong sina Pangulong Duterte dito sa may iba pang area. Kaya posible kung sino man yung mga iba pang na nag-aabang sa kanya o i-escort siya, dito natin makikita sama-sama na lalabas.
So, Marymon, wala ka makikita kahit anong presensya ng any foreign national that possibly galing sa Interpol?
Wala pa, Angelo, so far.
Okay, Marymon, could you give us a glimpse lang, paikot lang? Kasi we wanna just get the feel of yung atmosphere ngayon. Is it tense? Are people expectant? Dumadami na ba ang police? What is happening, Marymon?
Yes, dito kung saan tayo nakatayo sa may dulo na bahagi sa may gate 1 ng NAIA Terminal 3 arrivals, bukod dito sa atin na nakakumpul na tayo mga kawani ng media, dito sa kabilang bahagi naman ay ilang mga content creators, mga vloggers at ilang mga supporters. Pero yung iba sa mga dito na nakausap nga natin kanina, nakita lang daw nila kung bakit at na-curious sila sa nagkukumpulan daw ng mga tao. And doon nalaman nga nila na isa sa inaabangan dito ay yung pagdating ni Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. Nag-abang na rin daw sila para makita nila. For the others, first time nilang narinig na may ganitong sitwasyon ngayon na kinakaharap itong dating Pangulo. Kaya iba sa kanila umaasa na makita. And tayo rin dito ngayon, medyo natetense na rin tayo dahil kanina pa tayo nag-aabang sa kanyang pagdating mula Hong Kong.
Marymon, clarify ko lang, di ba? Initially sa rally kasama ni PRRD si VP Sara. Do you have any word kung kasama niya pa uwi ito?
Inaabangan pa natin pero wala pa tayo ulit ibang kumpirmasyon. Same goes dun sa kung meron pa siyang ibang makakasama dito, kung meron pa siyang ibang legal representation. Pero ang sigurado pa lang, ilan sa mga nag-aabang dito na nakita na natin ay si Atty. Vic Rodriguez, sina Senator Bongo.
We are seeing securities para silang mga human barricades dyan sa inyo. Can you tell us more about it, Marymon?
Yes, Angela, dahil ina-expect nila na anytime soon sa paglabas nga ni Pangulong Duterte kasama ng kanyang mga grupo, pwede nga raw na magkaroon ng tulakan, lalong-lalo na yung ilan sa mga supporters niya na nag-aabang doon. Kaya gumawa ngayon ng human barricade itong pulisya, even para sa ating kawani ng media, para raw masiguro na hindi magkakagulo dito sa pag-abang kay Pangulong Duterte.
I'd like to find out also, Marymon, do you see the presence of any receiving group on the part of the Presidential Security Group ni PRRD? Kasi meron pang naka-assign naman sa kanya bilang a former president na security group.
So far, yung ilan sa mga nakita kasi natin, bukod dito sa mga nakapwesto na pulisya, yung ibang mga nagpapatrol din doon sa kabilang bahagi ng NAIA, mayroon ding mga nakatayo dito na mga officers, security officers dyan sa taas ng escalator. So ilan dyan sa mga yan, syempre wala pa tayong kumpirmasyon kung sino ba ang nire-representa nila o ang sinasamahan nila. Pero ang sigurado dito ay sa loob at labas ng NAIA, maraming naka-standby para sa pagdating ni Pangulong Duterte.
Siguro last na lang, Mary Mon, can you give us an information if you have any, dun sa magiging proseso? Hindi natin alam kung nasaan ngayon, pero definitely nandiyan dyan ang ating PNP chief with the representative from the Interpol. And from there on, what's going to happen?
Oo, ang isa sa kasasakidan kay naabangan natin ay yung pag-serve ng warrant of arrest dito kay Pangulong Duterte. Pero ang nasabi niya naman kasi nung nandoon siya sa Hong Kong ay kung ano man ang mangyayari dito sa kung sino ang mag-welcome sa kanya, be it ang Interpol o ang pulisya, ready naman daw siya nakaharapin ang mga ito. Same goes din, mag-aabang din tayo sa legal response ng kampo ni Duterte kung ano ang kanilang magiging tugon dito. Lalo-lalo na patungkol doon sa kanyang crimes against humanity na patuloy na sinisilip pa rin ng International Criminal Court.
Yeah, at saka saan siya dadalhin, di ba, at this point?
Oo, Angela, yan din yung aabangan natin at tututukan natin ngayon. Kasi isa sa mga inaabangan din natin ay posibleng kung magkakaroon pa ba ng intervention, legal intervention mula sa kanyang panig. Pero kung sakaling wala, ay posibleng sasama na talaga siya doon sa mag-aabang sa kanya.
Okay.
Alright, Mary Mon, in the meantime, stay still, keep us updated.
Balikan ka namin dyan.
And a couple of things to watch out for. Senator Bato, kung dumating, di ba? And si VP Sara. But stay safe, Mary Mon. We'll get back to you later.
Because we all know naman that the process will be, if there will be an arrest, dadalhin siya sa The Hague. Pero from before that, what's going to be the actual process?
The PNP will take custody of PRRD and turn it over to Interpol. From there, the Interpol will hold him muna in a safe house, and then pag na-coordinate with The Hague, yung usual process is they will transfer. But we'll get back to that later. In the meantime, now let's circle back to our top story about the possible issuance of the ICC arrest warrant, which is possibly ongoing right now sa Interpol. Let's get the insights of former Integrated Bar of the Philippines President Attorney Domingo Cayosa on the matter. Attorney, welcome to News and Views.
Good morning. Magandang umaga sa nakikinig at nanonood sa inyong programa.
Well, Attorney, I guess you might have seen that last news report we have that the Interpol is already with PNP Chief and they are already awaiting for the arrival of President Duterte. Ano ba, Attorney, ang kalakaran pag ganito? If he does arrive and Interpol takes custody, what's the next step?
Well, the next step will be for Interpol to bring him to the Netherlands, The Hague. Yan yung opisina ng ICC. Right. And as in any criminal case, kung may valid warrant of arrest, the enforcement authorities are supposed to bring the person of the accused or the respondent to the court that issued the warrant of arrest. In this particular case, since it is the ICC, they will have to bring him to The Hague in the Netherlands.
And a while ago, I think, Angel, when we were talking sa airport, is there any legal remedy in the Philippines, if ever, to prevent Interpol from taking custody of former President Duterte para maiwasan i-transport siya sa the Netherlands, or immediate ito?
Well, they will do it as soon as possible. And I would like to believe, and it would be wise, if not logical, for Interpol to have made arrangements matagal na. Hindi ina-announce. So, normal naman yan na, wala namang arresting officer ang mag-telegraph o sasabihin, in advance, aarestuhin ka namin. They were just waiting for the opportune time. But the paperwork, namang, ginawa na nila. Hindi naman basta-bastang aresto eh.
So, Attorney, can you give us a clear picture? So, ibig sabihin po, when you say immediate, hindi na talaga makakalabas ng airport si former President Rodrigo Duterte?
Well, I'm not saying hindi na talaga. Maari din, he will be whisked to a secure detention place and waiting for the arrangement na mailipad siya. So, usually, they don't waste time because the reason why ICC gets into the picture is because the one important and necessary premise is that the local jurisdiction, the country where he is unwilling or unable to prosecute him. Siyempre, hindi na yan pinapatagal dito. Pangalawa, the longer he stays here, the more risk also and instability in government, di ba? Yes. And in the country, because he used to be the president of this republic, meron pa rin siyang following. So, ayaw din siguro ng either the Republic of the Philippines or the ICC or Interpol, that it would create too much trouble. So I suppose they've made arrangements for him to be flown to the Netherlands as soon as possible.
And attorney, para lang maintindihan din yung mga regular viewers natin, no? Once let's say he is sent to the ICC, haharap ngayon siya sa harapan ng judge or sa prosecutor ba, attorney? Tapos i-detain na siya doon sa The Hague?
Sa judge yun, kasi sa judge naman ang nag-issue ng warrant. Ang nag-request lang ng warrant of arrest yung prosecutor, but it is the judge that has the authority to issue the warrant. So he has to be presented before the judge. But you know, I hope that his supporters and everyone else, including our fellow Filipinos, wag ho tayo masyadong mag-alala kasi hindi ho naman ibig sabihin guilty na siya.
Yes,
pero ito yung proseso di ba? At siya mismo ang nagsasabi, sige, haharapin ko yan. Ito na nga ho yung due process of law. Mababasahan siya ano ba yung paratang sa kanya, ano ba yung ebidensya laban sa kanya. Mabibigyan naman siya ng pagkakataong sagutin ito, maghain ng kanyang depensa. But like in any criminal case, when there is probable cause, the court will issue a warrant of arrest. Now, whether or not the court will allow him bail is left to the discretion of the court. Meron namang mga rules at processes ang ICC na makakasiguro ang presidente at sino mang sumusuporta sa kanya that due process will be observed.
Is there any legal implications nga po, tinatanong din po ng nakararami, regarding dun sa, kasi given that we are not a member of ICC, although sabi nga nila we have legal obligations sa Interpol, with all of this that are happening, attorney?
Well, the Republic of the Philippines is thus complying with its treaty obligations when PNP and the government cooperates with Interpol. We have to understand that we need a lot of things also with Interpol because there are also some fugitives from our justice system and we're asking them to help us in different jurisdictions. And tama lang naman na we also honor our commitments. Pangalawa, in these difficult times where we face, even a greater risk from our bigger neighbors, we need the sympathy and support of the international community. So how will they be supportive of us kung hindi naman tayo tumatalima o sumusunod dun sa mga kasunduan natin? So I think at this point, it would be wise and good for the country to be a responsible member of the international community.
Yes, attorney, kasama kasi dito sa possible cases na ihaharap ng prosecutor si VP Sara and Senator Bato de la Rosa. I'd like to ask you, a sitting vice president and a sitting senator, ano po ang pwedeng mangyari if ever a warrant nga also includes the vice president and the senator?
Well, the sitting president and the sitting senator, they're not immune from suit at our constitution, even if it's a local court. More so if it is an international tribunal that issues the warrant of arrest. So they cannot claim any immunity. They will be treated like any other ordinary citizen of this country and of the world. But be assured again, they will be given due process. Diba? Papasasagutin naman sila. They can have the opportunity to file a petition for bail if they think they are entitled to that. That will be evaluated by the court. And it will be based on the evidence na hawak na ng korte o kaya yung mga argumento na ihihain nila kung sakasakaling may warrant of arrest nga sa kanila at gusto nila makapag-bail. Kagaya din dito sa ating bansa, di ba? But there are some crimes na kagaya na ating bansa, if they are capital offenses punishable by life imprisonment, bail is not a matter of right, di ba? So, ganun din, it's very similar din yung ICC.
On a lawyer standpoint po, attorney, no? Kasi ang sinasabi po there's two schools of thought, sabi po nila pagdating po dito sa usapin ng ICC, hindi na daw dapat tinatry itong kaso na to dahil hindi na tayo miyembro. On the other side of the fence, pwede pa rin because nangyari yung supposedly, allegedly yung mga krimen when we were a member, when we were a part of ICC.
Well, the schools of thought are immaterial, no? But the majority of the opinion of serious, neutral legal scholars is that may jurisdiction pa rin ang ICC. Why? Because aside from our opinions, malinaw ho kasi yung treaty ng ICC na lahat ng sinumang miyembro pwedeng kumalas, pero yung mga kasong nasimulan ng investigahan bago kumalas, patuloy yung jurisdiction. Malinaw po yan dun sa international treaty na ito. So, it is clear. Yung mga opinion, it doesn't change the law and it doesn't change the jurisdiction of the ICC.
Well, Attorney, also, no, so you could, give us a clearer picture. Ngayon, once the smoke is cleared and nandun nga si Pangulong Duterte, let's say, no, how soon after usually po ba nagsisimula ang isang trial if matutuloy?
Well, nagsimula na actually yung proseso, di ba? Nag-investiga yung prosecutor at nakumbinsin niya yung, kung sakali nakumbinsin niya yung korte na there is probable cause and the evidence is strong. Kaya nga, mag-issue ng warrant of arrest because a court will not issue a warrant of arrest just so because the prosecutor requests for one. The prosecutor has to convince the court, present evidence and arguments to show it has jurisdiction and that the warrant of arrest is necessary and has legal basis. So, ganun ho yung proseso. Wag sa nating, of course, he was our former president, but that's the process.
Yes. But Attorney, if the government does decide na kasuhan din si former President Duterte of the same cases na nasa ICC, pwede po bang mangyari yon?
Pwede ho naman kasi magkaiba ho naman yung jurisdiction ng ICC dun sa local courts natin. Remember, yung mga natatry lang sa ICC, very limited cases. Crimes against humanity, genocide, war crimes. Diba? Dito ho sa atin, yung mga ordinary crimes like murder, mga ganyan, homicide under the revised penal code and our local courts. So, they can have parallel jurisdiction. Yung ang mangyayari. But in the meantime, kung ma-aresto nga siya at nandun, so they'll have to make arrangements how he will be safely and securely transferred from one court to the other kung sakasakaling sabay ang pag-usad ng hearing. But in either case, in the local courts of the country or in the International Criminal Court, what he can be assured of is due process. Hindi ho naman yung patotokhang na siya o kaya guilty na siya. They will have to go through the process. And that's the beauty of this thing. Mechanism of accountability, that there is a clear, fair process by which we find out the truth and we find out accountability and liability kung meron man.
Sa bagay, Attorney, sabi nila, if he wants to clear his name talaga, this is the best avenue to at the moment.
Of course, but of course it's also very difficult to be incarcerated, put to shame. But, you know, historically, marami na rin na-convict ng mga generals, heads of states, ministers, ang ICC. Pero marami din hong na-acquit because the prosecutor has to prove beyond reasonable doubt din yung criminal charges nila.
Pero Attorney, given his age, no, usually the trial takes about 3 to 8 years. May consideration ba ang court sa age niya?
Wala ho Wala ho namang immune from prosecution dahil matanda na siya.
Walang mga humanitarian reasons, ganun. Wala pong ganun.
Well, meron din in exceptional cases na one. But, you know, maayos naman yung preso nila doon But also, we have to take note that in some instances, yung ibang mga akusado, nagbibigti sila Diba? Yung iba naman, tumatakas kasi nakapag-bail, hindi na nagpakita, yung iba. So we hope those things will not happen. Ang ating siguro panalangin and wish for the President, kung sakasakal maaresto siya, nauusad yung kaso niya ng mas mabilis kesa yung pag-usad ng kaso dito sa ating bansa. Look at it. Hindi lang siya entitled din siya ng due process and justice, but the victims of the Tokhang war on drugs are also entitled to the truth and due process. Ito na nga ho yun. So sana we should embrace it with peace and kalmado lang tayo. Hindi ho naman ibig sabihin that's the end of the day. for them.
Right.
But we hope na hindi naman collateral damage ang ating republika. Baka wag naman sana mag-erupt into too much politicking.
Yeah.
We hope. Kasi hindi naman nila tinatakasan daw ito. Yun ang sabi nila. Hindi panindigan nila yon for the good of the country and themselves.
Yun nga, attorney, I was wondering nga lastly, how significant is this case would be in the future following na, in a sense na ito daw ay very unique and magiging precedent?
Well, it is very significant. One, to the victims of the thousands and tens of thousands of victims ng war and drugs, yung mga natukhang, di ba? Kasi kagaya din natin, kung tayo nasa lugar nila, di maghahanap ka ng hustisya. Kung hindi ka pinapansin dito kasi may support o kasabwat yung ibang PNP at yung justice system noon, di maghahanap ka talaga ng neutral at credible, legal venue na mag-hear. Pangalawa, importante din sa ating bansa at sa buong mundo para ipakita na kahit sino ka man, powerful ka ngayon, at the end of the day, may pananagutan ka pa rin. So this is all about accountability. This is all about justice. And we don't prejudge anything. Diba? Right. Wala tayong kinikilingan. But I think the process should be allowed to unfold peacefully without too much politics.
Right.
Maraming salamat po sa inyo. Yan po ang ating guest for today. That was former Integrated Bar of the Philippines President Attorney Domingo Cayosa. Thank you so much po, Attorney.
Thank you, Attorney.
Good afternoon. Maraming salamat po.
Yeah, as we were talking to Attorney, ang daming movement. You saw on your screens, there was Senator Bongo. You also saw si Attorney Martin Delgra, and si Attorney Torion. Attorney Torion is the lawyer
legal counsel
of KOJC. Si Pastor Apollo Kibuloy.
Kasi as we were...
nag-project sila ng fist ng gano'n eh. They're facing the media, so we don't know if they're giving a statement or hinaharang nila ang point of view ng media para bigyan ng daan na si Pangulong former President Duterte to pass by without being seen, to give him some dignity. I don't know. Di ba kasi nakaharap lang sila kanina eh.
Can we listen in?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we have Merimon.
Back on the line.
Back on the line. Merimon, are you there?
What's happening?
Yes, Angela, kadarating lang kasi dito ngayon, pero ilan sa mga nakita natin na humarap sa atin dito ay itong sila Senator Bongo, sina Attorney Israelito Torion. Pero kung saan tayo nakatayo kasi ngayon, medyo malayo at mahirap makalapit, kaya medyo hindi natin narinig kanina kung ano yung mga sinabi nila. Pero isa sa pinaka narinig natin ay pagdating nito nila Torion at nila Bongo sumisigaw yung mga supporters ni Pangulong Duterte na chinachat nila yung pangalan na Duterte kanina. At ito yung ilan sa mga sumisigaw nila sana raw magkaroon na ng hustisya para daw sa kanilang sinusuportahan nga ni si dating Pangulo Rodrigo Duterte.
So linawin ko, dumating na ba si PRRD?
Wala pa tayong narinig na kumpirmasyon kasi ang humarap pa lang dito hindi pa natin nakikita ngayon mismo itong si Duterte. Ang humarap pa lang dito ay sila Senator Bongo, sila Attorney Israelito Torion. Wala pa rin tayong kumpirmasyon sa kanyang mismong presensya dito mismo sa NAIA.
Sino ba kasama ni PRRD from Hong Kong sa entourage niya, if ever?
Yung ilan sa mga inaabangan natin kung sino pa, isa sa pinaka-inaabangan natin kung kasama rin ba na pagdating dito sa Pilipinas at si VP Sara Duterte. Pero yun nga, yung since hindi pa natin siya nakikita at hindi pa natin matansya kung posible pa bang humarap dito itong si Pangulong Duterte. So far, nakaharap pa nga lang dito sa atin ngayon ay sila Torion at saka same goes din si Attorney Vic Rodriguez na kanina rin pang nag-aabang para sa kanyang pagdating.
Anong particularly yung sinasabi nila dyan sa inyo, Merimon? Nitong mga known personalities na supporters ni former President Rodrigo Duterte?
Kanina ang narinig natin na sinabi ni Torion ay kanila nga rin daw nabalitaan na mayroong warrant of arrest na ihahain dito kay Pangulong Duterte. Pero kasabay kasi noon, kaya medyo naging hindi na malinaw yung narinig natin dahil nag-chant na rin o sumigaw na rin yung mga supporters nga ni Duterte. Pero ngayon, may inaabangan pa tayo na darating dito at susubukan pa natin makakuha ng panayam kung makakausap din natin dito sila PNP Chief General Marbil kasama ang CIDG at sinasabi meron nga rin daw dito representative ng Interpol at mag-a-assist dito sa kung ano man ang mangyayari ang pulisya.
Yes. Marymon, we're seeing right now na umaalis dyan sa kung saan yung camera natin. Itong sila Philip Salvador and other supporters of former President Rodrigo Duterte. To give us the context, asan ba kayo ng parte ng NAIA at saan papunta sila Philip Salvador et al?
Anong terminal kayo?
So, posible kasi dito kami nakatayo sa arrivals areas na may gate 1 ng NAIA Terminal 3. Dito lang kami nakaposte talaga dahil hindi kami pwedeng lumagpas sa human na barricade ng pulisya. Pero kung saan kayo nakatingin ngayon, kung saan nakatutok yung ating camera, doon posible sa may likuran yung escalator, posibleng mayroong holding area dahil nga sinabi sa amin dito raw namin aabangan sa baba yung pagdating ni Pangulong Duterte. Pero since ang humarap pa lang sa atin dito, eto nga sila Senator Bongo, sila Atty. Israelito Torion, posible nga bumalik sila kung saan man posibleng nakapwesto itong si Pangulong Duterte.
Yes, do we see a build-up in the crowd sa area nyo? Kasi kanina kalmado, parang ngayon medyo tense na yung sitwasyon eh.
Oo, Angelo, pagdating pa lang, hindi pa lang nakakalapit dito kung saan kami nakatayo itong sila Torion and sumisigaw na, humihiyaw na itong mga supporters ni Pangulong Duterte. Paulit-ulit nga nilang sinisigaw yung pangalan ni PRD. At the same time, may ilan na tayong naririnig na kumakantsaw na hindi raw karapat-dapat na maaresto itong si Duterte. May isa pa tayong narinig na sinasabi kanina na hustisya kung sakali raw na makukulong nga itong si Pangulong Duterte.
Yeah, Marymon, I think it was the other day, nakita namin ni Angel also, it was in the news na may madaming riot police sa Davao naman that were prepping, no? Do you have any word na if ever, dadaan muna ng Davao si PRRD after here? Kasi, let's face it, kailangan niya ng gamit. May idea ka ba if may connecting flight siya? Kasi supposedly, may connecting flight si PRRD dapat in past trips from NAIA to Davao.
Actually, kasabay kasi niya, isa rin sa mga nakita natin na naibalita rin natin, nasabi nga ni Senator Bongo, mayroon pa atang medical check-up na o medical procedure na kailangan gawin dito sa Cardinal Santos itong si Pangulong Duterte. And sinasabi nga, inaabangan daw nila para masilip yung kondisyon ni Duterte kung fit ba siya na harapin kung ano man ang mangyayari ngayon. And so far, tinitignan natin, posible kasi ngayon na di pa natin nakukumpirma, pero kung hindi man haharap dito si Duterte sa kung saan tayo nakatayo, posible nga sa backdoor exit na lang sila daraan.
As of now, what's happening? Medyo
parang nagkakagulo na.
Oo, dito sa kung saan tayo nakatayo, wala na, umalis na rin itong sila Atty. Torion. Pero wala pa tayo ulit nakikita na presensya ni Pangulong Duterte. Siguro titingnan pa natin hanggang mamaya kung sisilip ba siya dito o kung sino pang makakapanayam natin ukol sa kung ano na yung sunod na gagawin ng kampo ni Duterte.
Yeah, Marymon, do you have access or nakikita mo ba yung flight arrival board? Usually makikita mo kung at the very least malaman natin kung yung airline ni former President Duterte ay nag-land na. Kasi you're right, baka mag-backdoor siya pero at least malaman natin kung dumating na yung flight niya.
Yes, Angelo, may nakuha tayo na flight details niya kanina umaga pa lang. And nung chinek na natin, supposedly 9:30 a.m. talaga yung arrival niya. So, since 10:30 na, supposedly tapos na yung pagdating. And nung eto ngayon, i-refresh natin yung flight details. Dumating daw yung kanyang aeroplano around 9:26 a.m. So, ibig sabihin, past 1 hour na, supposedly na nandito na sa Kamaynilaan itong si Pangulong Duterte. Pero sa ngayon, hindi pa rin natin siya nakikita.
I'm seeing right now, Marymon, na dumating na, lumapag na si Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte dyan sa NAIA. No?
Yes.
Oo, sabi nga nila, no.
So abangan mo yun, Marymon. We have feed and footage na of the arrival na dumadaan sa tarmac.
Dumadaan he is wearing a striped shirt and a jacket followed by hindi natin makita kung sino tong mga nakikita natin right now pero may mga CIDG na kasama itong si Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. So for those who just tuned in, tayo po ngayon ay live na nakikibalita sa NAIA. Kasama po natin ang ating mobile journal doon na si Marymon Reyes. Nakaabang po tayo dahil sa ongoing po na maaaring mangyari ang pag-aresto kay Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte.
And for those who have just joined us, Angel, what's happening was around 10 o'clock when this show started, we had information already that Interpol representative was with the PNP chief to enforce the arrest on the former president. And he has arrived indeed sa NAIA right now, and he's with CIDG, as Angel said.
Oo, nasa likod niya. Tapos syempre kasama niya ang kanyang significant other, ang kanyang life partner na si Honey Avancena na naka-color green. Nakikita ko sa video.
Kasama ba si VP Sara? We wanna know also.
No, I cannot see VP Sara at the moment. Pero yun nga, ang maliit lang kasi itong clip na nakikita ko na may police, si IDG chief, nakita ko na si Torion, and other uniform officials. At kasunod nga dito ay si Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte na, as I've said kanina, naka-stripe siya, naka-jacket, naglalakad kasama ang kanyang asawa.
What is nice to note, Angel, was you saw a lot of his supporters sa airport.
Yes.
Pero wala si Senator Bato de la Rosa, who's one of the closest. Because the question is he will he be part of this warrant of arrest? Because initially, sila ang most guilty daw. Si VP Sara, si Bato, and si President Rodrigo Duterte. Kasi he's nowhere sa airport.
We cannot see because as of now, what we've seen
is
we have Vic Rodriguez, we have Martin Delgra, former LTFRB,
Attorney Torion, Philip Salvador, Senatorial Philip Salvador.
And I think Senator Bongo has given some interviews kanina at sinasabi nga niya prioridad daw nila ang kalusugan ni Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. That's why even yung kanyang mga doktor ay nandoon ngayon sa NAIA, mga doktor ni dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte ay nasa NAIA ngayon. That is according to Senator Bongo right now, who is also there waiting for former President Rodrigo Duterte to arrive here.
Yeah, just to give a recap to everyone, kasi baka kakatsunin nyo lang, nagugulat kayo, ano nangyayari, what's this on your screen? Around 10 o'clock this morning, we saw pictures and videos came in with the PNP Chief Marbil together with a representative from the Interpol, and at the same time, police were spotted at NAIA outside.
Well, apparently,
waiting for the arrival of the flight of former President Duterte.
Well, apparently, according daw doon sa mga nakikita natin na nandoon, nagkakagulo na sa Terminal 3 dahil former President Rodrigo Duterte was taken to a place nobody knows where. Even yung mga lawyers daw hindi makalapit. We have to confirm that with our mobile journal that is there right now in NAIA. Mary Mon, are you still there?
Yes, Angela, dito pa.
Oo. Yung balita na dinala daw si Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte nang hindi nila alam kung nasaan.
Pati
even
lawyer daw.
Hindi daw alam kung nasaan siya. How true is that?
Oo, ang nasabi rin kanina kasi ni Senator Bongo, ina-expect nga raw nila na marami pang mangyayari sa mga susunod na oras. Pero sila rin mismo ay pinagbawalan na makalapit. Pero isang sa pakay nila na ngayon sa pagbati o pagsalubong dito kay Pangulong Duterte sa kanyang, dahil nandito na nga sa kamay nilaan itong ang dating Pangulo, titignan daw nila yung kanyang kalusugan. Pero since hindi sila pinapapasok, even yung doktor o yung physician nila, pati sila nahihirapan din na malapitan itong si Pangulong Duterte. Pero dito rin sa kung saan tayo nakatayo kanina, ilan sa mga nasabi nung tinanong ng media kung ano ba ang status ni Pangulong Duterte, kung naaresto na ba siya ngayong kanyang pagdating dito sa Maynila, hindi pa raw alam ni Senator Bongo dahil hindi rin sila nakapasok.
Well, ito nga this is 3 minutes ago, Merrimon, maybe you can confirm this. According to Senator Bongo, nasa kustodiya na ng PNP ang dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte.
Si IDG atay kanina Merrimon.
Ang nasabi dyan ni Senator Bongo, hahanapin din daw nila at pupuntahan nila itong si Pangulong Duterte kung saan daw siya napunta. Pero kung saan tayo dito tumayo kanina, dumating na si Pangulong Duterte pero hindi siya humarap dito sa atin sa press.
Well, given nasa supposedly nasa custody na ng CIDG, Merrimon, definitely hindi NBI ang nag-enforce nito.
Hindi daw, si Chief Marbil ang
initially pinag-uusapan NBI or PNP. Alam na natin, it's PNP. Ang question, Merrimon, have you seen Interpol agents along with the PNP roaming around the area?
Oo, isa sa mga nakita rin natin supposedly ay nandito sa NAIA itong sila PNP Chief General Marbil. Meron din isang representative meron din daw representative ang Interpol kasabay na pag-a-assist nga ng pulisya. Pero dito sa kung saan tayo nakatayo, hindi natin kasi sila nakita, pero posibleng doon sila sa may bahagi ng NAIA kung saan inaasahan na doon nakapwesto sila Pangulong Duterte o doon dumaan. Pero wala pa tayong eksaktong detalye, pero sa eroplano pa lang ay hinainan na ng warrant itong si Duterte. Pero kung ano yung sunod nilang hakbangin, wala pa tayong detalye.
Oh, meron, we can see the build-up in the airport right now, no? Merimon, you still there?
Yes, Angelo.
We can see the build-up sa airport, but meron ka bang glimpse of what's happening outside the airport? Do you see any build-up of policemen or people? Kasi this is expected because may madaming followers ang former president.
Yes, dito bukod sa human na barricade na ginawa ng pulisya, even doon na sa may paligid ng loob nitong NAIA ng arrival area, mas marami na ngayon yung mga naglibot at mga naka-standby na pulisya. Doon sa labas ng NAIA, hindi pa natin nasisili, pero simula kanina umaga hanggang sa pagdating natin, nakapaligid na rin sila dito. So, chances are doon lalo sa kung saan dadaan itong sila Pangulong Duterte, mas nakakalat din ang pulisya. Pero ngayon, medyo mas maluwag-luwag na yung sitwasyon natin, pero kung saan ako nakatayo, umalis na itong mga pulisya. So hindi pa natin alam ngayon kung ano yung sunod na mangyayari. Pero eto sila, nagsisialisa na, wala nang human barricade. So mukhang wala na dito yung inaabangan natin.
Sige, babalikan ka namin dyan. Maraming salamat, Mobile Journal. Merimon Reyes live ngayon sa NAIA. Where we are reporting that apparently si Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte is already with the PNP.
Yeah, former President Duterte arrived from Hong Kong after his campaign rally, and reports have come in that he has already surrendered to the PNP together with agents of the representatives of the Interpol. As of the moment, the Duterte camp cannot verify where he is with the PNP.
Pero hindi, parang sinabi ni Senator Bongo na sa ano na
I'm sure they're securing
Kustodiya na ng PNP.
Oo nga, kasi hindi ma-verify yung exact location. I'm sure they have to check kasi vital signs niya kasi medyo may kaidara na si former President Duterte. So all of this happened po around 10 o'clock when videos and pictures of PNP personnel outside the airport were spotted all over social media. And then alam naman natin na his arrival was at 9:30, so ini-expect na nila. Plus there was a picture of an Interpol representative together with the PNP chief Marbil. So he has been arrested by the PNP chief, but we have no more updates as of the moment. But as coverage goes on and with the other programs, we'll keep you updated.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. Good morning. This is really an eventful day. You are still watching News and Views here on One News.
All right, just to give everyone a recap, former President Rodrigo Duterte has been arrested by the CIDG along with Interpol. And our team has spoken with Attorney Vic Rodriguez, and the statement he gave was he is being detained somewhere. But Angel, you have an update?
Yeah, so yun nga, as you said, it was confirmed by Senator Bongo that the Criminal Investigation and Detection Group of PNP has already have the custody of former President Rodrigo Duterte. That is, again, according to Senator Bongo. And apparently, sila po ay papunta sa Villamor Air Base. No? At ito daw po ay susundan ng mga kaalyado ni Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. According to Vic Rodriguez, which is known ally of President Rodrigo Duterte, even the lawyers couldn't touch base with President Rodrigo Duterte, and also sinasabi nila wala daw maipakitang warrant doon. So yan yung mga ibang mga legalities na, because you have to remember, Attorney Vic Rodriguez is a lawyer, so he's checking all the legalities here right now.
But we have to remember also, we spoke to the former president ng IBP, si Attorney Cayosa, a while ago, and he said the mere fact that they are arresting the former president right now means paperwork is in order already. Hindi naman daw sila basta-basta pupunta dito at kukuha na walang proper coordination. So malamang weeks before pa nag-uusap na ang Philippine government.
So ang nilalaban ngayon ng kampo ni Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte, according dun sa mga nakikita natin, nakakalap natin ng mga na balita also from the ground, ay wala daw ipinakita na warrant of arrest kung bakit siya ay dinidetain ng mga otoridad. At gusto nilang ilaban na dalhin muna sa pagamutan itong si Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. As we've mentioned earlier, according to Senator Bongo, aside from the supporters, his doctors were also present there in NAIA, nag-aabang para sa kanya at that time. No? So earlier also today, we also mentioned here na dumating si Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte kasama of course ang kanyang kabiyak, no, ang kanyang significant partner,
si Hanilet.
Si Honey Avincena.
No?
Of course, you were asking if Vice President Sara Duterte was there. Wala po tayong nakita.
And
that
also,
particular video.
notably absent from any statement or video whatsoever is Senator Bato de la Rosa. And I would like to also, if we can get some info also, we'll find out in a bit, no? If included nga si VP Sara and si Senator Bato sa itong invitation or itong warrant of arrest, included, because they are part of supposedly in case na hinahain ng ICC prosecution team. And if it takes precedence, no, if we're going to follow the arrest of former President Joseph Estrada, the request for going to a doctor will not be given pag private doctor. Ang alam ko is they will turn him over to a government hospital at doon, because number one, high profile personality si former President Duterte, and they need to secure him and make sure he is safe, knowing that may mga supporters siya na iba ang, alam mo naman pag emotional ang supporters, kung anong pwede mangyari. So they have to keep him safe. As far as sinabi ni yung attorney and former president ng IBP, the goal of the Interpol here is to turn him over as fast as they can over to The Hague sa ICC. They have a detention facility there to be presented to the judge of the ICC.
Yeah, just to give them context, nagkaroon daw po ng red notice, no, from the ICC na arestuhin itong si Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte para dun sa kanilang investigasyon na ginagawa on the case of crimes against humanity, dun sa mga EJK killings under his Duterte, under his drug war.
Yes, that's right.
Of course. So right now, he arrived from Hong Kong. He came apparently from
the flight said 9:30, 9:38, 9:35.
Yeah, he arrived from after attending a campaign rally in Hong Kong. And we also saw sa NAIA kanina yung several supporters niya. We had Philip Salvador, we have Attorney Torreon, which is the legal counsel of
Attorney Martin Delgra.
Yes, of course, Attorney Vic Rodriguez was there.
Senator Bongo was there.
Senator Bongo. And sila yung mga nagbibigay ng pahayag sa mga iba't ibang news outlet about what's really happening on the ground.
Yes,
kasi medyo limited yung space ng ng media.
But based on the video feed that we saw, si former President Duterte was wearing, you said, a striped shirt, no?
Yes.
He was wearing a striped
over
shirt.
a black jacket.
Black jacket.
Tapos, we can confirm now that Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte is already in the hands of Philippine
CIDG.
Authority, CIDG, in the Villamor Air Base, and all of his supporters apparently are going there. And some of their supporters hindi daw makapasok ngayon sa Villamor Air Base. And as I've mentioned earlier, sabi ng mga supporters niya, specifically sa Attorney Vic Rodriguez, there was no warrant na ipinakita sa kanila kung bakit siya kinukuha ngayon. And even his lawyers, former President Rodrigo Duterte's lawyers, cannot touch base. And ang hinihiling nila, ang nilalaban nila ay makuha si Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte para daw mapagamot muna, mapacheck up sa doctors.
Ang question ng isa, how would they know kung walang warrant kaya, no? Kasi they have not been able to touch base with the former president. So we'll wait and see if may ipakita mismo diretso kay former President Rodrigo Duterte. You have to remember, former President Duterte is also a lawyer. He was a former prosecutor, so he also knows his rights. But what you are seeing on your screen is a video footage, I think, that we had early on when the news broke out na there was an ICC representative meeting with PNP Chief Marbil along with several police officers ready to arrest President Rodrigo Duterte, who was set to arrive a while ago around 9:30 a.m. He did arrive at around based on the video feed nakita natin, we saw it around 10:40 na palabas siya ng tarmac from his flight from Hong Kong with CIDG personnel, and after that his lawyers, si Attorney Vic Rodriguez, Attorney Martin Delgra and Torreon were not able to hear from him for the meantime, diba, Angel? And then yung balita mo nga that he was now on the way to Villamor.
I think he's there already na, if I'm not mistaken.
Villamor Air Base. We would like to reiterate also that we will keep you posted on other issues, like kasama ba si VP Sara, supposedly, because she's part of this case, and Senator Bato de la Rosa. Also, we'd like to know is kung dadaan pa ba ng Davao si former President Duterte, which is his bailiwick, which is his hometown. And, so that's why nung weekend, di ba, Angel, you showed me some footage. Ang daming police sa Davao.
Yes, and apparently kasi he is really expected to go home, to come home after his brief stint, attending a campaign rally in Hong Kong.
KOJC,
because apparently this weekend is going to be Davao Day. Diba?
Okay,
pero of course yung mga critics ni Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte, sinasabi di yan uuwi from Hong Kong, lilipat na yan from China. Pero yan ay taliwas na nakita natin ngayon.
Yeah. Pero kaya naman, Angel, you could give us an overview. Diba? You're yung analyst ko today. Ikaw during the weekend, you were engaged much in the news. We both were, but you were nakatutok ka. All of this broke out, this news started nung weekend.
Yes.
Kala natin chismis, but can you give us a timeline on what happened sa weekend?
Over the weekend, there was a leak apparently na there is an arrest warrant waiting for President Rodrigo Duterte, and apparently a lot of people are saying na all of a sudden unannounced na sa Hong Kong si Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte.
With VP Sara, no?
Oo. So yun ang sinasabi nila na baka tumatakas na siya because merong ang narinig na na magkakaroon ng arrest warrant from via red notice.
Nag-raise ng eyebrow because nasa Hong Kong siya, which is part of China.
Special Administrative Region
of China.
ng China. So fast forward to this week, nakausap natin si Assistant Counsel to ICC, si Attorney Cristina Conti, and there's a possibility ang leak daw ay nanggaling mismo sa kampo
ni PRD.
Doon sa kanila nanggaling yung leak kasi right now, sa nasabi ni Attorney Cristina Conti, wala naman daw sila talagang knowledge about it, about the arrest warrant. And Philippine Star, through Ma'am Ami Pamintuan, called ICC to confirm if there's really an arrest warrant. Tikom daw yung bibig nila tungkol dyan. And we've seen a lot of developments regarding that. And right now, andito na tayo ngayon dito sa sa nangyayari ngayon na nakita na nga natin, and confirming that President Rodrigo Duterte has arrived now in the Philippines and was arrested and is now detained in the hands of CIDG in Villamor Air Base.
So that's what's been happening this whole morning. The former president has been arrested and is with the custody of CIDG with some Interpol representatives.
Yes.
But for now,
stay tuned. We have a lot of development.
This is going to be an ongoing saga for today, tomorrow, and the days to come. So
stay tuned po sa lahat ng programa ng One News, ng One PH, ng True FM, ng Philippine Star, of course, ang News 5 para po sa iba pang update tungkol nga po dito sa recent development ng pagkaka-aresto kay Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte ngayong umaga.
Alright, for now, that wraps up our episode of News and Views.
Join us again tomorrow. I'm Angela Lagunsad Castro.
I'm Angelo Castro III. We are One News.
All sides, all the time.